This is not what you're prepared for, ladies and gentlemen. The odd connection between BlackRock and Ripple's XRP was recently revealed. XRP is of great interest to BlackRock, the largest company in the world. This might be the best sign ever for the bulls. Their own efforts have the potential to significantly increase the value of XRP. One XRP currency might actually be worth up to 121.5% of the XRP group, according to Ripple's CEO. Many more people raised their voices. BlackRock entered the XRP game as requested, according to Seagull Club, but a Ripple specialist claimed that BlackRock is obtaining XRP. At first glance, these seem like tweets that will grab attention. However, when compared to a concept that is becoming more well-known in the crypto realm, they may be far more significant than most people realize. According to a detailed thread published by Stellar News, commonly known as Stellar Rippler, BlackRock and Ripple might be collaborating behind the scenes to create a worldwide financial system based on tokens. According to his theory, tokenized U.S. treasuries, BlackRock's robust asset management system, the XRP ledger, Aladdin, and the emergence of digital identification solutions are all related. They ought to be linked. When BlackRock purchases XRP, he is doing more than just having fun. Although BlackRock and Ripple may be working on various projects at the same time, they may not be referring to them as such. Onando Finance plays a significant role in this conundrum. This startup uses the XRP ledger to tokenize U.S. cash. Stellar Rippler claims that most people are unaware of the secret connections between Onando and BlackRock. According to those who helped launch the company, one of them was once employed at Goldman Sachs. When you consider it, this is a fascinating fact. How many of the top executives of BlackRock have been employed there? Gary Gensler, the current head of the SEC, was formerly employed at Goldman. This deal is more complicated than it first appears. The reason Ripple has survived and even expanded despite regulatory threats may be due to a shared network of power. This leads us to the case that the SEC has brought against Ripple. This may be the most intriguing aspect of the concept. What if it was a carefully considered test rather than merely a battle of rules? According to Stellar Rippler, the case served as a means of testing and preparing the groundwork for Ripple, prior to allowing it to play a significant role in the emerging global financial system. This is a courageous viewpoint that aligns with the way power frequently works in international banks. Who is allowed to join the major players at the table is subject to stringent regulations. The implications of this are absurd. Behind the scenes, BlackRock might have assisted Ripple in laying the groundwork for the future financial system. If this is the case, XRP is more than just another coin. It is a crucial component of a future in which tokenized assets can be easily transferred between non-governmental nations, but by international organizations and regulations. The largest asset manager in the world, BlackRock, doesn't do things only to make a statement. It begins when the markets are ready for gradual takeover, the infrastructure is ready, and the regulations are clear. It may do the same with XRP after changing its mind about Bitcoin ETFs without informing anyone. After a period of silent accumulation, institutional use begins. Perhaps we still don't have all the answers. There are too many indications that BlackRock and Ripple are connected. Even as of this writing, they are not in a press release. This cannot be disregarded because there are too many parallels and unmade moves. Even if Stellar Rippler is only partially correct, this marks the beginning of something incredibly significant. It's plausible that XRP is too inexpensive, both conceptually and financially. They may be ahead of the curve that most others haven't even noticed yet. If they hang on and pay attention now, things start to go insane. At this point, things go crazy. Experts who believe that XRP may rise are not the only ones. If it rises that high, some claim it could completely alter the cryptocurrency industry. You won't understand these figures unless you find out who calculated them. You'll see why I believe XRP is the best asset in the game if you hear these things aloud. Wait a moment. It will blow your mind. XRP was worth the risk because of this. Right now, that simple tweet from Subjective Views seems more like a hunch than a viewpoint. Long ago, XRP was dismissed as a joke and was ridiculed and questioned. But if you look closely, you can see that things are rapidly changing right now. XRP users report feeling more and more hurried, and rightfully so. On Snapchat, you can see how enthusiastic people are about cryptocurrency. Regardless of how bizarre they may sound, Jake Claver, CEO of Digital Ascension Group, made a great prediction on the Good Morning Crypto show about the next 3 to 4 digits. Steph is sure of this. By early 2026, XRP could reach $2,000 to $1,500. It's not a mistake. Because the overall status of the economy is unclear, the regulations are clear, and global finance is more tokenized, he has a bullish outlook on the market. That's his situation. XRP is the only practical method for transferring billions of dollars between countries in a quick, secure, and scalable manner, regardless of the country. Keep it in mind, XRP would need to increase by more than 43,000% in order to reach $1,500. In that case, XRP is more valuable than all the gold in the world and all of the money in M2. It goes without saying that many people don't believe it. Some say that nothing could possibly be worth that much and that these prices aren't fair. But Claver is not alone in believing that XRP is more than just another coin. According to reports, Brad Garminghouse, the CEO of Ripple, believes that XRP's market value could surpass that of Bitcoin's. He believes that one XRP will be worth one. Many countries are trying to convert their funds to digital format. Financial institutions know that the traditional way of debt settlement is no longer working, and large companies like BlackRock are discreetly developing the technology that could enable it all. And furthermore, if XRP serves as the main currency for this new system, the figures we're talking about, perhaps $2,000 to $121,000 or even $60,000, isn't such an absurd amount of money. Even though there is uncertainty and the market never travels in a straight line, it's hard to ignore what is happening right now. XRP has always been the villain in the crypto world. Now it seems to be the foundation for a major shift in the way that money functions. The phrase "worth the risk" might not be appropriate if that proves to be the case. Since this is where discussions get really heated, let's now talk about Ripple's connections. It's not just small banks that are just getting started. Global payments and large banks. The list includes organizations and networks with connections to international governments. Pay attention because there's something interesting happening here. You'll be surprised to learn who Ripple works with behind the scenes. It's amazing how quickly the narrative surrounding digital devices is changing. Stablecoins and the idea that blockchain could be applied to traditional banking were ridiculed by many a few years ago. This was particularly true for XRP. But they laughed at stablecoins, as John Squire so eloquently put it. Now, in an attempt to expand, the U.S. Treasury is asking for trillions of dollars. From the beginning, XRP was ready. Everything you need to know about XRP at this time is contained in that line, a digital product that many people worldwide can use immediately. The fact that XRP is compatible with MasterCard, a well-known brand in international payments, is one of the best indicators that it is gaining popularity. After it became legal, MasterCard and Genius had a different relationship. The Genius Act is an important legal framework that promotes trust in reliable dollar-backed coinage. It acknowledges Ripple. This is important because it limits the production of stable coinage to organizations that are either state-controlled or authorized by the federal government. The Genius Act is a law that essentially identifies who is playing the crypto Wild West and who is abiding by the rules. It allows blockchain startups and traditional institutions to work together legally without fear of regulatory issues. This is a new era of transparency and trust in digital assets. This shows how seriously this move is taken by the large payment company. These people don't play. Much is being done to determine how stablecoins can help with payments. We are preparing for the day when digital currencies and fiat money will coexist peacefully. To encourage more people to adopt XRP, it is crucial to provide clear guidelines. This shows that an increasing number